Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Andalusia. Not much happened last episode. We did gain Mexico and stuff, and the Ottomans conquered more land, so kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm curious what Ruthenia is. Ruthenia guaranteed by Russia? Interesting. Um, this is a very weird Eastern Europe. Not to mention Western Europe is a bit weird, but I've had a hand in that. I haven't touched Eastern Europe. Um, did Silesia get independence? It did. Interesting. We are currently dwelling under the threat of another huge coalition. Not as big as our last one, I don't think. But we're going to have to be pretty wary of it for quite some time. Trying to keep them vaguely happy with me. The age of Reformation is ending, which is honestly fine with me, because this age is really bad in terms of its, other than the war score and the institution spread, the only other thing good is the discipline. The prestige, trade power is good if you're a republic or England. The blockade impact on siege I never use, and the reinforced edict is not great. Plus these are actually really hard to get. And creating the colonial empire is possible, but owning all culture group, Asian trade. Unless you're going pure religious, it's difficult to get it. Okay, France is in this coalition against us. Great. Should I throw a fort down elsewhere? Probably not. But I should upgrade these last two forts, just as the last line of defense. Okay, our army is rebuilt. Our drilling, on the other hand, is not. Still not a ways to go. Drilling. But let's get a claim on Tarragona. And then we will worry about... Oh, I should probably get in Zaragoza, really. 30 development, wow. I think Aragon's got excess monarch points to spend. They've been developing their lands. Yeah, 13 times, wow. Oh, you don't have a military ruler, though. Huh. It's probably why they're actually behind there. They don't actually have a very good ruler. We've got to get up an admin tech because we're unbalanced research. Isn't good. Knowledge sharing... No, we don't need global trade. We've got global trade. Just a matter of getting enough money. Speaking of which, can we talk to the merchants? We actually can. Good. Let's get this institution. Or almost get the institution. Let's do these. Might as well get the monarch points. No, we're not actually doing that. We'll do ship durability. There we go. We get cheaper ideas, but more importantly, we get an admin tech. We've almost got an institution done. But we get yearly prestige, which is a really solid thing to have, especially if I'm trying to deal with a disobedient Portugal half the time. How are we doing there? We could go up to 50. So we could actually get below negative 100, or above. That's where we're going, yeah. Above, I guess. So we're going the other direction. We don't need that. We literally just need to buy it now. It's nice they're offering me global trade. I'm happy to see they care enough to give me global trade. Not needed. There we go. 5 more provinces to convert in Andalusia? Like? Unless Madeira, Portugal is Madeira, okay. I think we're only missing like 4 provinces. Missing those 4 and those 4 there. But what are we missing? Huh. That's in Guinea. This is still in Iberia. Okay. That's Iberia. That's Iberia. Oh, I don't actually know. Maybe it's just getting them all the same. Anyway, for Age of Absolutism, we've got a ways to go. We are a great power, so we are going to get Splendor. Founding 3 trade companies is going to be tricky, though. I mean, I guess we can dispatch a colonist to do that. Oh, we actually got another merchant. Nice. Let's set you up here, I guess. Currently, we are steering all the trade out of the Caribbean. Yeah, we're actually making quite a bit of money from the Sevilla trade node. Speaking of which, I can always switch it to improve inland routes to give me better siege ability if the war turns sour. Not that I want to, because it would be a waste of money, but if need be, we do have that recourse. Or would it be a resort? I don't know. Peace treaties with those guys. I'm not going to send my troops to go fight in Mexico. At least not for a while. Much as I would like to. Too much of a risk with the coalition in Europe. I don't think I've ever really seen this high aggressive expansion penalties before. Except for one time when I tried to vassalize the Ming as the Mughals. I think I had like a negative 1,000. There should be a cap on how negative their opinion of you it can go. Because at some point it becomes ridiculous. Negative 1,000 almost. Just no real point to it at that point. Great Britain still doesn't like us. You idiot Britain, you could have gotten back your French lands. Although I do find it hilarious that France is now locked in a union for like the next 50 years. France is moving in on Mexico. Let's move to actually stop them. Oh, another colony done. That should be it. Andalusian La Plata. We can't actually do anything with Peru, really, can we? Get 2 colonies going there. We want to start in North America? There's no real point to it. Let's grab Louisiana, I guess. I want to at least get... I don't really feel a pressing need to start trade companies in Africa right now. Most of Africa is still relatively uncolonized. Other than obviously South Africa now. Actually, let's see how my gold is doing. Actually, the gold isn't causing too much problems. I didn't assign this to a state, did I? No, good. That would have been dumb. The last thing you want to do is stick your gold province in any other of the estates other than the merchants. Well, this is kind of amusing. I actually have got these on target outraged countries, and I don't actually have any outraged countries there. Apparently they can't do anything about the relations with Austria and everybody. Which is funny because... Okay, I guess I have no idea what's going on then. They originally weren't doing anything, and then it ticked over another month, and then they did stuff? I don't know. Oh, another merchant, apparently. Throw them in Brazil, I guess? As well. Lost a general, which is a little bit annoying. On the other hand, spending the military power to get a new one boosts our drill a little. What are we up to drill-wise? 29. We were at 40 something. Free base tax though I will take. Another conversion, also good. Yeah, both of these are... Oh, Valencia, okay. Valencia, not Valencia. Makes sense. In that case, I'm going to stick a religious unity there. We don't actually need any more ideas or anything. Although I should catch up in admin tech again, shouldn't I? Or try to stay up in it. We have a mass excess of Diplo power. Let's spend some, actually. There we go. I know it's a waste in some ways of Diplo power, but at least it's not totally useless. Yeah, these guys don't seem to actually be able to function correctly. Oh, Austria is no longer leader of the HRE, though. Let's boost relations with them. If we can get them out of the war, I'll be happy. Should honestly probably send somebody to be friends with, improve relations with, you know, Portugal. Cavalry shock is nice. These guys are not proving to be that useful. Trier has left the coalition. I suspect that means they're in another war. Oh, that wasn't Trier. Maybe they just joined? Let's try to get Portugal better under control. Still got a long way to go to get them happy, but we pretty much almost need zero aggressive expansion. Which, you know, would be 10 or so more years easily. But no, that would be 100 years. Wow. I might just have to release them and then reconquer them, to be honest. At least for now, keeping them happy is preventing me from having another enemy to fight. We're gonna be like, how short are we? 76. We'll be negative 76. Actually, you know, I might force them to change their religion when I find them, when I get them positive relations. Just because then there's less problem in the long run. I mean, it's not like I have to force them to change their religion, but it might help. Okay. Coalition-wise, what are we looking at? Austria has left the coalition, Milan has left, the Pope has left, Montferrat has left. Why is everyone leaving all of a sudden? Oh, they've descended into a war. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve the problem of France. Oh, it does. The coalition against me just died. Okay, we're starting a war. Like, immediately. I know it's not perfect. I know it's risky. But if I can kick Aragon out of Iberia, I will be so happy. If they can get driven out of Iberia, then I don't have to fight anybody else for the rest of this series, pretty much. We want Zaragoza because it's more developed. Back wiped. That was easy. It's kind of sad when you just stack wipe them like that. It truly, you do feel a little bit of a sympathy for the nation, or at least I do. Oh, increased development, nice. Can't actually move into that last province at the moment. There we go. Max out the, oh, I don't actually have enough artillery to max out that bonus. Interesting. All I need 4 provinces. What war score do I need for that? 76 war score. And it's going to offend lots of people. Not going to be fun. Be nice if I could finish off some of these other their allies. I guess I can send a force up to Mainz and one over. I can't actually get to Corsica. -49, -49 for Portugal. So close. I don't actually have military access. Okay, so I can kind of just sit here and wait, I guess. Or I can send out my fleet, which is not very strong. Actually, I do have a fair amount of galleys. I guess I could send a troop to Genoa. I don't really know what I'd do. Oh, wow. Is that the difference in having a commander? Probably it is. Lost 4 heavy ships. Ow. There we go. That should solve the problem. Yeah. What's the difference between an honest man and a fool? The fool doesn't know he's being tricked. 45. There we go. I actually do have military access into Aragon now. I don't have military access up to... I do have now to Mainz. Okay. Quick send tons of troops up there. If I can piece out Mainz, and I can take some of Naples like I did last war, it shouldn't be too hard to get the score up there. Plus Tunis is sending an army as well. I'm just going to barrage as often as possible here. Oh wow, that's a very circuitous route to get to Mainz. Kind of hilarious that we get the ability to march to these guys' lands. The question really is, how do I deal with Aragon's fleet? Also, I'm going to apparently have to send a troop back to Iberia at some point just to deal with all that. 45. I don't want to piece out Mainz, as lovely as that would be. First of all, I don't get a benefit from it, and second of all, it does contribute to the war score. Wow, go Tunis. Do you have defensive ideas? They have offensive ideas. Interesting. And trade ideas. Tunis is doing fairly well this game. Of course, they're hindered because they don't have Fazan, but they do have a gold mine. And I have a feeling that is part of the reason Tunis is proving to be a very, very good ally. If we get to the next tech level before we end this war, we get admin efficiency. Probably worth it. Yep, I figured they would instantly block the crossing of the straits. Instantly. Oh well, it happens. Do I want to wait? Nah, let's not wait. Let's just take Aragon out completely. There we go. Andalusia is mine. I don't even think I have to convert it, right? I just have to core it all. Just have to core it all. Oh yeah, expensive. Very expensive. I don't even know who I offended, but I'm going to guess a lot of the Christians. Yep, a lot of the Christians. Typical, typical, typical. Surprisingly not Tuscany. Interesting. So I do think I'm going to have to manually kind of manage some of these relationships for a while. Oops, call you back. Get you drilling again. Have to remove the embargo on Aragon. Okay, that's fine. We also are getting a nice amount of benefits from our power projection. Probably one reason we're actually able to fight these immense wars without dying. Well, I will say I think this time the Protestant Reformation succeeded. Outside of Aragon and France, I don't really see that many surviving Catholic nations. I guess there's Denmark. And of course Portugal, but... Speaking of also forts, we now have this fort here as an additional fallback line of defense if the Pyrenees are breached. That blocks all passage. Oh, actually, I think it does. I don't know if it actually exerts zone of control over another fort province. That could be a problem. Anyhow, Andalusia is ours, and it's now a matter of coring them and then annexing Portugal. And even if I'm not going to annex Portugal, I need to wait until Portugal doesn't really have any allies. Or rather wait until, if I remove Portugal as a vassal, they don't instantly join a coalition against me. That's more accurate, actually. If I can keep the Pope, Milan, and maybe Montferrat out of the coalition, I should be good. Yeah, let's focus on Montferrat. Actually, no, Montferrat's already been taken care of. Milan is dying, but I'll still improve relations with them. So close to Reconquista. Or Reconquista, I guess some people say it that way. Okay, well, I think that'll be it for this video, honestly. I'll probably just counter-espionage France here and rebuild a fort, build up a relationship with Portugal, strengthen my military, and then it's pretty much just waiting till the end. So, I'll see you guys all next time, and we will continue waiting until the end. Bye for now.